Good evening, sexy humans. Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for joining us on this fine. Actually, it has been alright this today. It has been quite sunny here. Oh, you're now going to move your microphone. Okay. You finally decided to join us.
Yeah, I'm just weaving in. So.
Yeah, it started off a bit grey-ish and cloudy here, and they said, "Oh, it's cloudy all day," and then the sun came out again. I'm like, yeah, we've had the 5 days of sunshine now, basically. But good day to you all. How are you all, you wonderful human beings? I hope you're having a great week. Happy Hump Day. It is halfway through the week right now. And I was thinking, Emperor's Children as a codex has gained lots of stuff over the course of the last week. Well, since Saturday, when the previews have gone out, we're now aware of the fact they've got Noise Marines, and we kind of knew this anyway, Noise Marines and Tormentors and Infractors and the Lord and the Lord Cacophonous, etc., etc., etc. And I don't know if you guys noticed, I don't know if it went under or over the radar, but at the weekend they announced, I think it was the weekend anyway, they announced the new Wrath and Rapture box for Kill Team, including the new, I think, World Eaters models and I think Sisters models. I don't know for certain, having only seen them on images. They're very pretty though in those images. Hence I've used the image of one for the thumbnail. And before that, there had been rumours that World Eaters were going to be in the Codex, not the Codex, sorry, in the Kill Team release. And there's stuff that's been flying around the internet and all kinds of stuff about what it was going to look like and how it's going to be. And Tom and I, both being fans of the World Eaters, Tom and I did a bit of speculating what we'd like to see, the kind of units we'd like to see, what blah 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 blah. And what it looks like we're going to get, if it is in fact World Eaters, is another cultist type unit, albeit a super fucking cool looking cultist type unit. So now Tom and I, having seen the super fucking cool cultist type unit, have started to discuss what rules they might have in 40k. Do they get infiltrate? Do they get a feel no pain, etc., etc.? However, we don't actually know, obviously, yet. And it got me thinking, so we're wishlisting the kind of things we'd like to see this World Eaters unit have for World Eaters. And I thought, what would be a cool thing to put out to you wonderful people that you can send in on postcards to us. And I can say that today because John hasn't dropped 500 members in the first 30 seconds. What you can stick on postcards and stick in today if you fancy it is, what would you add to your faction? And if you're a World Eaters player, and I think the other half will be Sisters, are you excited for what they've showcased? Because I think both sets of models in that box look fucking beautiful. So there you go. Will, welcome to the channel as a Hasidian member, what a legend, and thank you for gifting a single membership. What an absolute hero. What a man. What a guy. Appreciate it. 2 off the bat. My hope is that Goremongers are an infiltrating killer unit. Ooh. Killing infiltrators would be cool. I'm into it. Aspect theme race for Eldar. How would that work, Jay? Tell me. Talk to me, Goose. Quick Emperor's Children question. Is there anything stopping them from allying normal index demons? Don't think so. I don't think so, although I haven't got the code. Both codexes are in the studio, so I can't look until tomorrow for you, sir, I'm afraid. I feel like the other half is Imperial Agents. It might be. I mean, just because it's Wrath and Rapture, I feel like it... Is that what it's called? No. Wrath and Rapture is the other box, isn't it? What's the box called? Wrath and Zeal or something? Wrath and Rapture was Emperor's Children, wasn't it? Or something like that. Warhammer Community. Oh, that's a face to be welcomed with. Blood and Zeal, that's the run. Blood, World Eaters. Zeal. I'm leaning Sisters, chat. I'm leaning Sisters. That's what I'm going for. They want to sell, so 100% scout and infiltrate. I mean, it's likely, isn't it? I think if they actually want to sell them. Commissar Yarek's son, I'm into it. I would add a Risen unit for Dark Angels and 30k Wargear into it. Tyrannid Strikes and Night Haunts. Night Gaunts. What's Night Gaunts look like? Oh my god, look at all the grey names. What's a hell of a lot of new grey names. Welcome, people. I say welcome. You might not be new, but, you're grey. I thought they would have been better as jump pack troops in line with the fast attack style for Kill Team so far. Possibly. Excuse me, we haven't seen a lot of jump infantry type stuff in Kill Team, have we? Maybe that one Votan guy? As far as I know, it's Demons' demonic pact that allows them to be ran as allies. You need to wait for Games Workshop's verdict on what's going on with demons. Yeah, whatever that might look like. Night Gaunts and melee gargoyles, I'm here for it. Grey names join us, yeah. I'd add an elite durable Mortal Kombat unit of Disciples of Tzeentch, something like Rubrics or Scarabs. I've wanted something like for a long time. That sounds cool. Lots of dudes, no power armor. The bottom of the reveal article is tagged World Eaters and Adeptus Sororitas. Is it? Let's click. They got tags. I've never looked. It is related topics. Kill Team World Eaters, Adeptus Sororitas model reveal. So, sisters it is. Get in. As I said before, you got in a Votan Dreadnought. That'd be cool, wouldn't it? In order of urgency, new auxiliary race, stealth suit leader or broadside leader, or plastic Arvana. I miss those old kits. How is everyone tonight? I'm good, Dave. I'm tired. Much work. Wednesdays is quite a good day because it's Lucy's day off, as I've probably told you every week so far. So she buggers off and does loose things, but it means I have to be home for the organ donor. Sorry, the children. So I get tied to my desk for a day, which is not a bad thing sometimes. It's actually probably quite a good thing, to be fair. I reckon. Pariahs for crons. I miss pariahs. The Grey Naked definitely weren't here on Monday when John was gifting left and right and centre. I think he's probably in YouTube jail all week now. You give Lucy a day off. Yeah, every Wednesday. It's the only day she gets. What would you add to World Eaters? I would like two things. I'd like a jump infantry unit that doesn't have scout or infiltrate for that matter, but a jump infantry unit nonetheless. Something warp talony would be super cool for World Eaters. I'd also like some kind of mechanical mounted unit to go alongside Lord of Juggernaut or Lord Invocatus. So like a cavalry-based kind of unit, but on Juggernauts, essentially. I think if you were to give me this new cultist unit that they've showcased with some semi-decent rules, if you were to give me jump infantry, they don't need to be insane. We've got insane melee in form of 8-bound, but you give me jump infantry and you give me a mechanical kind of cavalry-type unit, I'm here for all of that. That's range done. We're never going to get this. But I'd like to see some additional, I'd like to see, Redeemers being a thing for World Eaters. Joe mentioned it a little while ago on the Liam and Joe show, but I think Redeemers being a thing for Chaos is, with the flamers on the side would be super cool. Fitting more stuff inside as well would be nice. I don't think I'd care for much more than that, really. If you're adding the demons into the codex, which they're probably going to do. Oh yeah, I'd love to see proper red butchers as well.
For World Eaters I would like an infiltrating unit, red butchers, some kind of slaughter priest model.
Oh, those sound great. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for the $7. Thank you for kicking us off with postcards, Ian, you legend. Thank you so much, Evan, for the one gifted, trying to snipe an individual. You managed to snipe the 8-arm slapper. Which is... It's either like a weird aggressive Vishnu or a mutated whore.
Nice.
I feel like the new mount units are given at some point. I just list like how World Eaters have a brand new design space and all they did was make new jackals. 100%. 100%. Absolutely. I agree with you. And what's frustrating as well is I think the Berserkers, I think the latest Berserker kit is possibly my favourite power armoured kit in existence. Inner Circle Companions and Sword Brethren are very close, but they're just it just goes together so well. So well. Wee Man, thank you for 5 gifted. Are you not doing your...
Yeah.
Oh, you are doing it, okay. Thank you so much for 5 kids membership,
Yeah,
Wee Man, you
I'm
fucking
just
legend.
Weaving in, so I'm writing things down in between weaves.
Are you?
Yeah.
I don't know what that means, but I'll just say yes. Don't forget, if you give 20 on a night where Lucy's on the microphone that's not Monday, because she's very fussy about when she doesn't work. She's quite happy to work on stream on a day off, but not on Monday, which is her day on. You'll get a loose hope.
Shall I not work tonight then?
No, because I've just told them that you are going to work, so you can't just turn up to work and like, don't feel like it.
Can
No.
if I'm Gen Z.
You can't. Well, yeah, true, yeah. Although I kind of like Eddie started a thing a little while ago where instead of hoping things for people, you wish things on their worst enemies.
Oh.
I'd like to see the dark side of you tonight, Luce.
No.
I'd like to see you.
That takes energy.
I'd like to see you wish things on people's worst enemies. Oh my lord!
I can't imagine the karma I'd get for that.
I think we should do. I think in honor of Eddie, we should do worst enemy wishes right now. And the first one's going to have to be me.
Yeah.
Because Mr. the Will Stewart's come in and dropped his doctors immediately.
All the stuff and things for Emperor's children.
I mean, you just got to release, Sam. What more do you want? Thank you for the $2, though, you beautiful human. Thank you so much, Sam.
Avatar of Segorak for Quins to complete the trilogy for their gods.
Yes, Jay.
For the aspect-themed wraiths, say Wraith Lord level can be Exarch Spirit Stones.
I'm here for that kind of life. Honestly, I'm here for that. Sounds amazing. Thanks, Jay.
Ran the Duanar last night, was fun. Now back to Muldari, way more fun to run less shinning spears. On to painting them as well.
Banging. I'm running Aldari tomorrow night, Christian. Thank you for the $5. Going to run Aldari tomorrow night against the new Emperor's Children's Yellow Fair. Excited for that. Looking forward to it. We've got no new units to add because Joe's been so busy with all the Emperor's Children's stuff that you saw last night, which is cool.
I think I've managed to memorize.
Heavy weapon sandblasters for Thousand Suns. Strip the paint job of a Land Raider in seconds.
I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Thanks, Leaks, for the 5, you fucking legend. And thank you, Will, for the 50 gifted memberships.
For the fiddy.
For the fiddy. Which means we are already now over halfway through this evening's membership goal, you sexual humans. The second you hit goal, I relax. Just thrown out there. Right? I hope for your worst enemy, Will. That's what we're doing tonight, Luce, okay? It says 20s. This is what you've got to do.
Right, I don't want any part of your karma now.
Well, you're going to do it as well if there's 20s.
Nope.
It's the rules.
Nope.
Yes.
Hopes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm optimistic. Ever the optimist.
I mean, you're fucking not. You can lie on camera all you want,
Yes,
but...
I am.
Bullshit.
I am optimistic.
Shit.
I'm optimistic.
You're not.
I am.
You're not. I hope for your worst enemy, Will, that... I hope they get a brand new box of Warhammer. And we're going to have to wait until Mike comes through.
I only collect /play Eldar.
Yeah.
We just got an amazing refresh, so I can't complain. All I want is for Karandras to return.
I'd love for that too, Mike. I would love for the Avatar of Segorak. That'd be fucking cool as shit. I hope that your worst enemy will get a new box of Warhammer. And in a rush to open it, slides his finger under the cardboard lid. Only to get a deep cardboard paper cut right under his dominant hand index finger nail.
No. Oh, no.
That's what I hope for you. There you go.
The worst type of cut I've ever had like that was underneath my nail bed, and it was tin foil.
Ooh, no.
Ooh, that was cheeky.
I've had a few really bad ones under my fingernails at times. And they're just, especially on things like index fingers, because you don't realise how much you press with your index finger all the time.
It's
when
your
you're
pointing finger, isn't it? you there.
Yeah. It doesn't really help when you point, but when you're grabbing things. There you go. There you go. 50 gifted. I'll give your worst enemy a hope. Chat. Just throwing that out there right now. Okay. 20 and Luce will do it.
No.
Yep.
I'm doing hopes.
I want to know how evil you can be.
You know how evil I can be.
I want chat to know how evil you can be.
They don't need to know how evil I can be.
They do need to know how evil you can be.
No.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there we go. I've got more like that. I'm just saying. I can be a vindictive bastard.
Don't want any part in the karma. I don't want it.
Yeah, it's interesting though, isn't it? Right, in terms of like, so thank you so much all of you for the colourful postcards so far. What got me thinking was the fact that in this particular edition, I did state that every new faction would get a new something, and I think some factions, Eldar specifically, probably even Guard and some others, are probably incredibly excited and happy with all the new stuff that they got. Like Mike just says, right? Can't complain. Some factions, Custodes, probably a little bit more pissed off. Probably not quite so happy with the weird squatted Votan kind of shitty shield captain. Who, by the way, I got the Christmas box, or the big box that he came in, and I got that model and I built it here in the hope that it looked better built on the table than it was in the pictures. Not the case. Dog shit model. I'd want to see more shooting for Bone Reapers. They have giant ballistae in the lore, but we don't have models for them yet. Interesting. Interesting.
Today's a really good day for me. I get to start a new project because I'm finishing this one.
It's a single sock. You need to make another one that matches.
No.
It's not complete, then, is it? You've only done 50% of the work.
I am part of the single sock crusade.
Just finished a succulent Chinese meal. I'll add drop pods to SEM, jump packs and bikes to World Eaters, Storm Ravens and 5 to 20 Sister Squads again or Adeptus Aurora Eaters. Dark Angels? Men of Iron, of course.
I love it all, Galahad. Love it all.
Unleash the loose.
Yes. I love it. I love all of those things. All of those things. 100%. Thank you for the gift as well, you legend. Putting us on a mighty 59, chat. We're 1 away from 60. And then we're just 2 lots of loose wishes for bad enemies away from being on target.
No, I'm being optimistic today. Today's a good day because I'm finishing my project.
I was going to say something as well before you start talking about finishing your project, and I've forgotten entirely what I was going to say. I haven't had a succulent Chinese meal for a very long time. When was the last time we had Chiweenies?
Your birthday?
No, it was after that.
Oh.
I've had it since then, but I don't know. It was quite a while ago, wasn't it?
I don't know then.
Yeah. I miss it. I miss it. Anywho.
I'm doing a really cool science experiment on Friday where I might electrocute myself.
Why do you think we still get poor mini designs?
It's very interesting, guys. I don't want to answer for fear of offending or upsetting someone, but I can. Sometimes I think that software plays a part because it looks fine in the software, but it doesn't look fine. But I don't understand when the prototype's printed out, it's not. Then that looks awful. Maybe it's new designers. Maybe it's people on Fridays who want to go home. Maybe it's rushed work. I've heard rumours about models that get rushed because they don't get given a reasonable enough deadline, and they rush them and do a shit job. Going, they'll knock this back because it's shit, and then we'll have a bit more time. And then they go, yeah, cool, print it. I don't know how true any of that is. I don't work for them, but I don't know.
Crute and Vespid refreshes his towel pretty much sorted. Wish we had some generic characters for Pathfinders, stealth suits, and broadsides.
I think that's fair. Although controversially, I would like to see, and this isn't just a towel thing, this is so many ranges, but I'd like to see a Crisis Battlesuit refresh. Because those kits don't stand up next to the commanders, they don't look right. We're not complaining about models specifically, Shadows, and I don't think. It's just like we're talking about the fact that every faction this edition is getting a new model or models. Some have got very lucky, Eldar, Krieg. Some have got less lucky, Custodes. Because like I said, I built that model on my desk and I was like, it's going to be better surely in person. It is not. It is not better. It is an awful model.
I would add a war boss and mech with jump packs to my orcs. I hope for you, worst enemy Liam, they have to build 30 Necron flayed
Oh.
ones in a single day.
That's worse than the paper cut one, Pete. That's much worse than the paper cut one. That as a secondary postcard challenge task for you people tonight. If you don't want to postcard to tell us what you'd add to your faction, you could instead give us your best hope for a worst enemy. You're gonna give us one.
I hope for... How can I word this so it's not like...
Mordiam, thank you for the one gifted. I can go super dark and evil.
I hope that...
She's on the edge here, chat. She's on the edge.
I can't word it.
What do you mean you can't word it?
I can't word it, so I don't...
We're all waiting, babe.
Okay.
Chat are on literally on the edge of their seats right now.
Waiting for the full GK refresh,
please.
but also not for my models I already have. When do we get to see Crow?
He's right here. He's right here, Mr. the Galahad.
Oh.
Thank you for the hat trick.
I can hear that dog from upstairs come flying down here.
That parcel was supposed to be delivered today.
What parcel?
The Grey Knight parcel. I booked the delivery for today.
There was nothing outside when I came in.
I know it's not a favorite, but GSC special character please. Also in general some better combat patrols please.
Sounds good. Some of the combat patrols, not all combat patrols are created equally, right? I'll put myself a big reminder on my pad here. I'll have to chase that tomorrow. That was supposed to get delivered today.
I hope your worst enemy has an unending need to sneeze but never can.
Oh, that's evil. That's evil. I'm a fan of that one. Thank you, Ram O'Clock.
Worst enemy doesn't get all their stuff and things.
So you want all your stuff and things, Sam, but they can't have their stuff and things. Okay. It was fair. It's reasonable. That's reasonable. Are we ready for yours yet? There's such a grin on your face. This is either going to be
Only because
monumentally
this is-
evil or absolutely shit.
Only because this is kind of a true story. Not my story, my friend's
Of course.
daughter's story. I hope that should you find yourself at the beach with your girlfriend...
You've gone very red already. Is this a bit rude?
No, I've been having a few flare-ups.
Oh, okay. I
But-
thought he was going down there.
It's rude based on a true story, and I do just think that must be really painful. So I hope that while you're at the beach and your girlfriend goes to the toilet, you don't try and chat up another girl, fall over on the beach and somehow end up with sand under your foreskin.
I don't collect them, but I think voting should get the other half of their army. It's been a while.
I agree, Will. Thank you for the $5.
That's
Wait. This needs some breaking down.
I didn't
This
ask
needs
the
some
whole
breaking
thing.
down right now. So an individual's girlfriend went to the toilet at the beach.
Yeah.
The individual apparently only tried to chat up another girl.
Yeah, tripped over a rock that was covered with other people's things.
Yeah.
Fell flat on his face. Somehow, I'm guessing he must have like skidded as he fell. I don't know, ended up with sand under the foreskin.
Worst enemy to have spent £1,500 for a meal for two.
Thanks to Galahad. I don't understand. It doesn't make any sense.
I didn't ask any because
It doesn't make any sense. He's not been honest. There's gaps. There's gaps there.
She was already heartbroken that her boyfriend was chatting up another piece of skirt. So I didn't want to dig any deeper to further the pain.
That is pretty upsetting. It's more upsetting that he already had his penis out, because that's the only way it makes sense.
We're not asking questions. She's heartbroken just at the idea he chatted up somebody else.
Ex-boyfriend, I'm hoping.
We're not. I don't know. It's not my relationship. I'm not. I was just the
Top tip, lads.
kind
right?
ear.
Top tip. Doesn't matter if you're at the beach or not. This one, but top tip: if you're gonna go chat up a random woman, don't already have your penis out. It's very forward. It's frowned upon in many places.
All we found out was that he chatted up this girl. She is heartbroken at the fact he's even looking. I didn't feel it was right that I should say,
I would have asked.
I'm not sure.
I would have asked immediately. My autism brain would have easily gone, wait, what? Let's forget the chat up part. How did he...
Well, I did want to ask, how long were you in the toilet for?
Yeah.
But, she's already heartbroken, so we should
It doesn't make sense. If he's got swimming shorts on, it doesn't make any sense.
For the hopes tonight, I hope that doesn't happen to anybody here.
I don't understand. Drew asks a very quick question. How did she find out he had sand there?
I didn't. There's too
Her
much.
teeth got gritty.
It's too much heartbreak for a teenager. I can't.
I don't understand. She has not been told the full story.
The point, obviously she hasn't. The point is, I hope that doesn't happen to any of you. That is the point. That's what you all came here for. I've done it. There we go.
You've not done it. You've offered them a positive hope. You've not wished something bad on someone's worst enemy. So you've not played the game.
I don't want to play then. I don't want to play.
If you had hoped that your worst enemy had tried to chat someone up on the beach, tripped over and got sand under their foreskin, you'd have played the game then. It doesn't still understand how that... I don't understand how that happens. It doesn't make any sense. Top tip, if you're going to chat up a woman at the beach, don't take your girlfriend with you. There's also that, yeah. But I mean, that is largely irrelevant if you're walking around with your penis out, to be honest with you, Chris.
Maybe it's a nudist
You've
beach.
got bigger problems at that point. I'm very confused. I don't really know what happened there.
I hope your worst enemy has aggressive diarrhea whilst in their most important meeting and messes their pants.
Ooh.
That's quite an evil hope. Whilst their most important meeting. It's quite an evil hope, Mark. I'm here for these evil hopes, chat. Hit me with them. We're also 60% of the way to target already. You legends, thank you so much. This isn't a loose story, is it? The logistics of getting the sand under the foreskin doesn't make sense. Exactly. What was he screwing a sandcastle?
I didn't feel like it was the right time to get the granular detail.
I mean, granular is the right word. There's the only thing we all care about at that point, especially as men. The only thing any of us care about is how did that happen?
I didn't feel like it would be right to ask.
You should have asked.
Nope.
You've let us all down. You've let yourself down. You've let chat down.
I think chat will forgive me.
I don't think they will. I think this
will.
one. No, I don't think they will. Are you still in touch with the person?
They were kind of new. The whole thing, I didn't really know them that well, so I didn't feel like I could ask, and I didn't feel like it was like that's probably not what was important at that time.
But do you still know them?
Sort of.
So we can still get this information.
I might revisit in future.
Can we go back?
Hey, you know that time?
Can we go back to this person, Luce, and say, so what I did was I told your story on YouTube in front of 140 people.
Obviously redacting details.
And actually what people really wanted to know was how on earth...
Is your daughter okay?
No one cares about that. What they care about is, how did he actually get sand under there? Honestly. Oh, no. No. Failed at the game there, Luce. I'm going to be honest.
Does it ever come out?
Anyway, back to Warhammer. Jesus Christ. Ooh. Back to Warhammer, chat.
There you go. I've successfully made you all shudder.
It's possibly worse than the paper cut under the fingernail.
What about a tinfoil cut under the nail?
It's the same but different, isn't it, really?
When I did that, any time that pressure on the nail...
PSST. I'm still at work but having a late break, so I'm sneaking in a bit of listening on my phone and this postcard.
Oh, thank you, Johan.
Hope all are doing well tonight. Stay awesome all.
We're doing fantastically. Hope work is okay, mate.
I hope your worst enemy, through a series of decisions they've made, are forced to see the error of their ways and go on a quest to redeem themselves.
I hope the worst enemy in series of decisions are forced. I hope your worst enemy see through a series of decisions they've made are forced to see. Ah, right, see the error of their ways. I don't know if that's a bad one though, Evan. That's quite a nice one, really. All snap messages seem to be related to receiving a YouTube notification whilst watching. Was brought up by one of the guys watching Liam and Joe, and has now happened twice to me. Oh, interesting. Well, I get it here. I don't get new YouTube notifications on this particular. I don't know.
Right. I have weaved in. I have finished a project, which now,
No,
for my completionist brain, I can now move on.
You've actually done 50% of a project.
No, no, no.
I want to show the people your work. What the fuck are you doing, woman?
That's my trainer sock.
That's quite the shape. That's quite the girth. No sand. Right, that's half of it done.
I want to try something called entrelac or entrelace.
Enchiladas? I like
No.
enchiladas.
No, it's I think it's French. I think it's entrelac.
Let's talk about something less gruesome. 40k. Sounds like a great idea. Sounds like a great idea, chat. We still got 40 to go! 40 members to go! Sand does not make a good tissue, just saying. 100%. That's a good way to keep your sand out. Yeah, exactly, see? Loose socks on the website soon. On that rare occasion, you absolutely have to go chat a girl up on the beach.
Yeah, maybe that was it. I noticed you have handmade socks there. I'd like to talk to you about that. Maybe he was asking her that.
No, I don't think
You've
he
all
was.
jumped to conclusions.
I do want to know why a man approached a woman he doesn't know with his knob out. That's Joe territory, I
He
think.
tripped over, and that's how it happened.
Yeah, of course. Of course, chat. Oh, excuse me. I have a very busy few days coming up, Luce.
You do?
All I really want to do is paint my Chaos Knight. And I can't.
Why?
Because I've got a full day today, it's a full day tomorrow, a full day Friday, a full day Saturday, a full day Sunday. So I'm going to have to wait until Monday before I can maybe get some more paint on the Chaos Knight.
Oh.
What are you giggling at?
We did chat. Loving Liam's new willy warmer loose.
I like the fact that they think there's that girthy.
It fits pretty good as well. I'm going to put it on. This might be, I lost count of all my sock attempts after sock attempt number 17 was the one where I actually made an entire thing. Skippy.
I mean, his name is correct.
He is magnificent.
Skippy is in fact magnificent, chat. I mean, if there is a way to get to 100 gifted every single stream, it is just 2 people give 50. It does fit your foot. Yeah, I would hope so. Skippy, you are so magnificent. Oh my God. Thank you so much, Skippy. You wonderful, wonderful human being. What an absolute legend.
That is a cozy
50
sock.
gifted members off the bat. Damn, Skippy. That's a me though. That's for me to wish something upon his worst enemy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to do another. I had another nail one, but I don't want to do another nail one. I hope you don't want to do a hope for a worst enemy, did you? It's 20 for you to do a hope for a worst enemy. So
Well, I was just going to say, like, maybe if you think of the things that would make you shudder, that could be inspiration for. Like,
I hope
maybe
for
your
you-
favourite car gets keyed in a car park.
I hope for you, Skippy, that the next time your worst enemy is out on a first date, he excuses himself to go to the bathroom, and then when he is finished using the urinal, he goes to zip himself up.
Oh no!
And catches
Oh,
himself in the zipper.
Does that actually happen?
But he's also wearing sand-coloured chinos, and he gets blood everywhere.
Does that actually happen?
It's happened.
To you?
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand how that happens, because you'd have your boxer material.
I can be pretty evil, I think. What do you mean have your boxer material?
Well, like when you whip it out. You know,
Yeah, how do you know what happens when you whip it out? You don't have one.
But you know when you tuck it back in, you sort of jiggle it so it sits right.
Do you?
Well,
When have you jiggled it when you tuck it back in?
Don't you shake?
Yeah.
Which is a jiggle?
Any more than 3 shakes is playing with it. Shake, shake, done.
Are you go up anything for Lent?
Am I giving up anything for Lent? I probably should. When does it start? Has it started now?
Yeah.
I hadn't planned to. I could give up alcohol for Lent.
Yeah?
When does it finish?
Easter.
Oh, it's a terrible idea. I'm at the rugby on Sunday. That's that one out. I'll be honest. Done. That one's out straight away. What if you don't wear boxers,
Why
Lucy?
wouldn't you wear boxers?
Plenty of people don't wear boxers.
No. Oh no.
There's a whole phrase, isn't there, about going commando?
I thought that was just a sexy thing. Like, you only really go commando for like half an hour because then you're doing it. Like, that's it. Like, you're going, you don't, I could, oh no.
That's not what going commando is about. You know, it's not like you get out of the shower and be like, I'm commando. Like, you know, you're fully naked, you fucking idiot.
Yeah, I'm out of the shower. I'm commando. Kapow! I'm dressed. You missed it.
Yeah.
You missed the 30-second window.
Captain Chaos
I
says,
was officially commander.
Captain Chaos says the worst part is having to undo the zip to release the old fellow.
Oh no.
Why would you observe Lent and not be Catholic? Because it's the modern world, Mike, isn't it? Everybody just appropriates everything else to do something a bit different. I don't mind the concept of Lent giving something up for a bit and then you get to appreciate it more. I could give up chocolate. Oh, no, I can't because I had them today. I can't do that. It doesn't count. Yeah, I'm not doing anything for Lent. It's too much like effort. The urine stain on your pants shows that you're a single shake man, far too busy for follow-up jiggle. Ace Ventura. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Well, I've given out some strong enemy hopes here. I think. I really want to hear a proper enemy hope from you.
That was mine.
You haven't done one. I hope you don't means I'm hoping something good for you. That's not an enemy hope. That's not how that works. Give up painting. I mean, I don't really do that either, Drew. So it doesn't really count. To be fair.
Most soldiers go commando during desert deployment.
Can confirm I did not.
Surely the sand and foreskin situation is far more likely if you don't have the extra layer. And don't you get a rash on your inner thigh from where your balls are touching your leg all the time? And wouldn't like boxer material in between that?
It's just because I've got
just
big balls.
Aw. Wouldn't the boxer material help separate that?
What do you mean? Ah.
Aw.
Honestly, you're horrible to me. Clive, thank you for the one gifted. Up to 111. Can we do 150 tonight? Make up for the lack yesterday? Because you all hate Brom, Tom and Joe? I wore my antibacterial underwear. Thank you very much. Yeah, I did.
I hope your worst enemy stands on Lego.
That's a pretty good
Fucking
one.
shit hurts, Andy.
Or a plug. What's worse?
Lego's worse, I think.
Not the plug.
No, I think Lego's worse. The worst part about Lego is when you stand on it and you bring your foot up and then you don't realise that it's stuck to your foot. And then you put your foot back down again.
Yeah. Re-traumatises you.
Yeah, exactly. The rash I get is usually herpes. Boxers don't help. Oh, fucking love you, chat. I love you so much. I do love the fact as well. One of my favourite things about the particular chat we have right now in the stream is that yesterday when we were talking Emperor's Children on the Liam and Joe show, we had over 400 people watching. And then last night when we were showing Emperor's Children on the channel, we had 500 people watching. And now we come away from new Emperor's Children, and all the kids who are looking for their Emperor's Children content aren't interested. We go down to 150, but these are the core people. I love you for being the core people. Thank you. Would you add Dark Mech to 40k in a similar vein to the Legion Imperialis? I think it would be amazing. I would. Jumpy Wizard, 100% yes. Absolutely. Absolutely, I would. I think Dark Mech would be cool as hell. But I think they also make their life slightly easier if they align it with the heresy mechanical kits.
Landmine.
I don't understand. Thanks, Clive. Thanks, Clive. Thank you, Clive. You're a legend.
I hope they prick themselves bad while they hobby.
Wow. So, I remember my I think it was Lee. I'm sure it was Lee actually. We were hobbying in my room on camp, and he was cleaning something up for me with a scalpel, and he slipped with a scalpel, ploughed it into his finger or thumb or something. And I think he almost went down to the bone with it. Because like a brand new scalpel blade.
Oh.
Yeah, I think he's still got the scar on his hand. I'm pretty sure he's still got the scar on his hand if you ask him.
Oh, no. Oh, was that stitches? Did he go to hospital?
I don't remember. We might have just taped it up. We may have just taped it up. I'll show you something, chat. I'll show you something. Andy will get excited about this as well, by the way. Oh, what's worse to step on? I get it. Right, okay. There is a Jarl's Only giveaway, yes, Gaz, it's due to finish on Friday, which was supposed to be announced for the end of last month, but it didn't work for some reason. Let's take this one. And this one. So my good friend Lee has been busy doing some stuff and things for me, chat. And I can add some stuff and things for you now to show you. Bam, bam, bam. This will take me a couple minutes to get it ready, but I say it won't take me that long. A couple minutes is a lie, actually.
Bam, 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 bam.
Scientists trying to bring back the woolly mammoth have created a woolly mouse.
I'm sorry, what?
It looks really cute.
Why are we trying to bring back the woolly mammoth?
Because they want to. But my question is, should we be trying to bring back
Anything. Why should we bring back anything?
Yeah.
I don't unless it has a definite and honest benefit to our ecological anything. I don't understand if it's extinct for a reason.
Colossal Biosciences unveiled plans in 2021 to revive the woolly mammoth and later the dodo, attracting investors, headlines and critics.
I check your membership level on Discord, please. What's your name on Discord, Ian? Sorry, can you read that again, darling? I was reading the comment, please.
Colossal Biosciences unveiled plans in 2021 to revive the woolly mammoth and later the dodo bird.
Why?
Me and...
I would love some fancy Ironkin to vote on, maybe a dreadnought or wishful thinking knight, plus some actual solo model characters, not a shared kit.
All sounds good. I'm into that. I like that idea. Thank you for the £5, Grim Witchman, you're a legend. What's your name on Discord, Mr. the whoever Ian? Thanks. Is it just Ian? Is that your name on Discord? I'm going to search for you now, sir. I don't understand why. Why would you do that?
Me and James did a little research on the dodo because I was always told it went extinct because it was stupid.
Yeah.
And now I'm older, I'm not sure I really buy that as an answer. So this little rabbit hole that we went down has said that the island that the dodo birds were from didn't have any human inhabitants yet. So, and because they were the biggest bird, they were quite tall, they didn't need to fly off because the food chain on that island, they were kind of the apex predator. Even though, no, predator's not the right word because they're herbivores, or they were herbivores. But that's why they didn't have big wings at all, because they didn't need to fly off anywhere. So then when humans got to that land, the dodo birds just walked right up to them.
Okay.
So yes, their own curiosity got them killed, but it's because they didn't need to fear anything. So they used to nest on the floor, they would walk around, they didn't really fly, so they had very small wings. So when humans got there, they just walked up to the humans. So that's one theory as to why they went extinct.
It makes sense. If you don't fear it, if you've never been prey to this thing, Ian with a nurgling, you have no role attached.
Did you see the dodo in the Natural History Museum in London?
Yes.
Massive, isn't it?
Much bigger than I thought it was.
Definitely
actually,
much bigger.
Ian,
I wish your worst enemy will forever feel like they step on Lego and will never not stub their toe on something that sticks out.
will never not stub their toe. It's such an evil hope as well. I'm here for it, Will. Thank you. Thank you, legend. You've taken us over our super chat, our normal super chat goal as well, you fucking bunch of heroes. And we've still got 40 minutes left as well. So, you know. Let's get banging them memberships in for the great names. Ian, it's showing you as having no membership level at all on Discord, sir. So I don't know if I can find your profile. It doesn't show me that you've got a YouTube account connected. So it's possible that you haven't connected your YouTube account correctly to your Discord account, at which point you need to do that. I can't apply manually a YouTube level. YouTube doesn't let me do it. So if you speak to one of the seers, they'll help you out.
I have started priming my Revenant Titan. How goes your progress going? #angry warhub.
Thank you for the hat trick, Clive the Kiwi. I have left the Revenant Titan in a box for now, because I kind of want to work on my Chaos Knights. And then what we'll do, if I get my Chaos Knight army to 2,000 points, is we'll do a fundraising stream so I can buy a Chaos Warhound. But I can't do that unless I get my Chaos Knights to 2,000 points, right? That makes sense. I'd add Velociraptors to the Colossal Bioscience faction. Biosciences faction. That sounds cool. I'd be into that, actually. Be a cool new faction. I figure out, message me on Discord or speak to one of the things. If there's a thread in Discord which is called Welcome to the Server. If you look at the Welcome to the Server thread, which you will have permissions to see, if you scroll up, there is a bit in there about how you connect it correctly, with some Q&As from Dave as well. If you do that, then you should be fine. All right, dude? So, this is for Andy, who to get excited about. My friend Lee has been painting this for us. Look at this. How good does that look, eh? Super sexy. Super sexy. There was a great video of an Adela, a penguin, protecting some emperor penguin chicks from a pet trolley, even though it is half the size. I don't know what half those things are that he's messaged about in there.
I don't know what a petrol is.
No, neither do I. Halt. Yeah, it is. It's sexy, isn't it?
I always wonder, when you're a nature wildlife cameraman, how tempting is it to get involved? And I never used to wonder until I saw a David Attenborough. It was a bird one, and it's birds that nest on the side of a cliff. Why they choose to nest in these places? And if the chick falls out the nest, the mum won't pick the chick up because it's out of the nest. And if you're the cameraman, how tempting is it to just pop that chick back in?
I couldn't be like a wildlife photographer or videographer. It's like, you can't get involved. No, I'd be involved.
Yeah. Especially something like a little chick.
Yeah.
That's just fallen out because the wind is so harsh on the side of a cliff.
Petrol is a big bird. Does she know you call her that, Will?
And the puffins always look so sad.
We do, yeah. A Warhammer is 1,100 points, over half the army in one model. Yeah, but I can't have one until I've painted 2,000 points, is my rule. Even though I probably can't afford one anyway, to be fair, so it's largely irrelevant, but it could be a meme for a stream, can't it? If I was an H cameraman, I'd be forever punching polar bears in the chops. I wish your worst enemy bed forever feels like their bed has crumbs in it. Ah, no, that's the worst. Edward's just topped everything. I'd take sand in the foreskin. At least you can wash that out. Your bed feels like it's forever got crumbs in it. It would be the worst thing ever. That's fucking evil. That's the worst.
For everybody who has toast in bed, get out.
Or you could go like, one of your bed springs is popping through, but you can never find where it is. Have you ever had a bed spring pop through the mattress? Oh my God, that shit's horrible.
I've had a really old mattress where it needs replacing, but none of the springs have ever gone. It's just a very old mattress.
That is a very bad hope, that one. I'm a fan of that one, Edward. I like that level of evilness. I'm here for it. Grim Witchman says, did you know in Iceland there's an event where kids chuck puffins off of a cliff? What a terrible supermarket.
Is that like a release thing?
No,
like,
you measure at the end of it. You go down and you measure the biggest splat on the floor.
Oh.
So if you hit a sharp rock, it can go over, and then that's the person that wins.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Sometimes I very much wish we had a loose cam, so I could just press a little button so your little face can come up with just this disappointed look, just shaking her head. I'll be here for that. Bubblegum mysteriously appears in the bed every night. My little bro and his friends traumatized me. Why? Did you have bubblegum in your bed? Like it gets stuck at. Oh, have you ever had chewing gum in your hair?
No.
I never have, but doesn't sound like it's nice.
All I know about chewing gum in long hair is
you just have to cut it out, don't you?
Well, yeah, but if you didn't want to cut your hair, to get 2 ice cubes, put the chewing gum in between the ice cubes and then freeze it out, or something to do with peanut butter.
I don't know how people have long hair, I'll be honest. Like, there's plenty of people, I'm sure there's plenty of people in chat that have long hair as well, and obviously you've got long hair. I had medium length hair at one point. It's fucking effort. It's just effort. This will do me. That'll do me. There's a town near the burrows, and the light makes the baby puffins walk towards it, so they have to collect them, take them to the cliff, and throw them off to start their adult cycle.
Ah, well, that's much better.
You didn't believe that they measure the size of the splat?
No, I knew they didn't do that, you prick. But it's nice that there's actually a reason, like, it is to start off some kind of, like, fledging thing.
I sometimes think you deserve some sort of reward for living with me, darling.
I should, yeah. Yeah.
It's the medium stage that is effort. Once you get properly long, it goes back to no effort. Oh, okay. I wish I could grow medium long hair. Oh, this will do me. By the way, I had to cancel my barber appointment on Friday, which means I'm going to have to go 2 weeks between a haircut, and that makes me upset. I don't like that.
You are a tender soul, aren't you? You do upset at the easiest
I have to look
things.
my best for the camera. You know. I always have to look my best for the camera.
I remember when I had really long brown hair, and it was nearly down to my bum, and I went into the hairdresser and I was like, just cut it all off. I'm done now, cut it off. Everybody refused to cut it that short.
Yeah, I'm good.
And even my hairdresser today, because she said, are you having a trim today? And I was like, no, I might get one next time. And I said to her, I might come in, Kaylee, and just ask you to cut it off. And she was like, no.
Good.
No.
Good.
I'm not.
Well done, Kaylee.
I'm not being the reason that you're going to cry.
Well done, Kaylee. Yeah. Good. Did they remove nasal hair with chewing gum on sticks? I think it was like actual wax, wasn't it?
Oh,
I
yeah,
guess-
you've got the...
I guess the 40k I've had that. I guess the 40k section of this show's done now.
Right, would you get it again?
Yeah, it's not that painful.
Oh, no.
Not really painful at all.
God, no. Oh, no.
Liam needs his primping. What does that mean?
Primping.
What's primping? Have I missed something
is it
here? What's
something-
primping?
Is it something to do with waxing?
I don't know. Mrs. Astronoming Fist, what's primping? YouTube's having a right shit fit with like people's likes on the comments here that I can see are flashing.
Oh, it's been doing that for weeks.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's very odd. Sort your shit out, YouTube.
I just assumed it was in with the whole snap thing. So I didn't bother.
Well, I'm going to say this now, and it will happen within 3 minutes of me saying it. I haven't had that tonight yet at all. But it's evident that the support team still has no idea what it is. But yeah, hey. Monday, I'm going to do a little bit of personal admin now, live on air chat. Monday, where are you on Monday? It's Romsey, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Why?
I've got something booked in on my fuck. I've got something booked in on Monday because we're look, literally as I said it, they're fucking listening.
Oh, we've never won the lottery.
They're fucking
I
listening.
bet it won't happen, babe.
Well, it won't because I've got a ticket. That's the first part. Will, thank you for the one gifted. What a legend. We've actually moved from 111 to 112 dancers. What was I going to say? Yeah, so... Oh, hang on. Whoop, whoop, whoop. If we get to 150, we'll do a giveaway. I've got... So we're moving the football podcast to Monday evening.
Yeah.
But so I need to move the hobby show. I was like, I'll just paint in the daytime. But I've got to be taxi for you, haven't I?
Mm-hmm.
How long are you there for? 1 till 3, not very long. Boom, 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 boom. I'll have to figure something out for Monday. Fix my Discord, now I see so many channels. There you go, see? What's primping? Primping is like getting ready, dolled up, looking good. Oh, okay, that makes more sense. Keep an eye out on Monday, chat, because the hobby stream's going to... The hobby show, that's definitely hobby, is going to move slightly, probably. Oh, I don't... Maybe what I could do is I could do the hobby show from the studio with Ash. Oh, actually, I don't think you can get that early.
The hobby show?
Yeah, on Monday.
Not the football one.
No, well, he's doing the football show
Okay.
because we have to move it to Monday because Sunday I'm home late from Twickenham. What are your hopes for the Space Wolf refresh? My hopes for the Space Wolf refresh are entirely impossible. Games Workshop just won't do it. But I'd like to see a proper full refresh, and I'd like to see them lean significantly more into the Nordic stroke Viking kind of aspect than they do currently. I don't mind things like Wolfen and stuff. I don't mind those at all. But the things that aren't Wolfen sort of stuff, I would prefer to have proper big round shields and axes and stuff like that. I don't like Thunderwolf cavalry. I don't like them at all as a concept. I think that the scale is bad. I don't really want men riding wolves. I'd quite happily have men with wolves next to them, like big angry pets, like dire wolves out of Game of Thrones. I'm cool for that shit, but I don't. And like you can unleash the wolves and stuff like that. But I don't want men, derpy space marines riding big thunder wolves. Lean heavily into Nordic vibe with rooms and stuff. A little bit of werewolf here and there. No wolf helmets, they can get in the bin. I really don't want to see things like Bjorn go away. I'd like to see a Bjorn redo that isn't just stick these two things to a Redemptor chassis. So that's the sort of things I'd like to see. Hi guys, first time catching live. How's it going, Magic Spud? Oh, a great name. I like Magic Spud.
James came up with a really good band name, The Unreliable Noodles.
Strong. Chat, it's Magic Spud's first ever live stream, and his grey name. You know what to do. You know what to do.
And his whole plan was that this band would organise concerts, people would pay for tickets, and then they just wouldn't come out on stage because they're unreliable.
I still think we should do our restaurant idea.
Neuro-spicy.
Neuro-spicy, yeah. I thought that we should do that. I don't want to launch that. I don't have the money to do it. I don't know a chef. But, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to see the refresh include a Long Fangs conversion kit for new Primaris Devastator squad. Interesting. Cornet Ed, thank you for the 5 gifted. He listened to me, Cornet Ed did, because he's a sexual human.
And you'd always serve the beige diet. Chicken nuggets, chips.
What, Neuro Spicy?
Yeah, no spicy food actually. Just
you can have spicy food.
Just beige.
But you need to offer the beige food with an option to have it on a plate that separates every aspect of the food.
A prison plate.
So they don't touch each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Prison plate, but you don't have to play with your prison wallet. Thank you, Cornet Ed, for the 5 gifted.
Absolutely no paper straws.
Paper straws can literally get in the bin. Who invented them? There's a load of things that have come out right, and I'd like to spend some time cutting around punching people.
Would you?
The person who invented the paper straw, punch him, right, straight away. The person who invented the fact that now, on screw-top bottles of things like Sprite or Coca-Cola or Pepsi or whatever, they now stay attached. Punch him. Loads, there's probably more.
You see, as ADHDers, me and my wife agree, nuggies and all the dopamine food.
We've got this idea in our head, Jumpy Wizard. We just only need about £1 million probably to make this work.
Yeah, what's that?
You know, to be honest with you, when I say that, it's £500 for the business, and the rest of it's for my pocket. Neuro-spicy is a autism-friendly restaurant. Is the concept. Every single place you sit is in a personalised booth where you don't have to listen to other people's conversation or be back to back with people or look at people or smell people or touch people, and that booth has its own lighting switch and its own volume switch for both the lighting and the audio, so you can turn the music up if you like it or down if you don't want to hear it, or off if you want to, and you can change the intensity of the light as well. It'll be QR coded, so you can put your order in, or you can choose to have a person come to a table, and if you want a person to come to a table, you press a button like when you call for an air hostess, bing, and that little light comes on, and like, oh, these people want personalised serving, or those people don't, depending on the lights. So if you do choose to click on the QR code, what you could then do is you can make a number of selections. You pick your starter and your main course, how much time perhaps that you want between meals, and more importantly, that you don't want a fucking meal check when you've had one mouthful of your steak. And then you can go into, there's no assumed service charge, there's no assumed tip.
Yes.
You know, this is what we want to make. This is like a monumentally successful chain restaurant, this.
Yeah.
Monumentally successful chain restaurant.
Yep, Neuro-spicy.
When you're picking your food, you can choose to have it brought out on plates with separators. You know, like you're a toddler, but adult size. Mm-hmm. Oh. Yeston says, isn't it easy to have a takeaway at that point? Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Yeah.
You just ruined my business idea!
I wouldn't have any of the like Uber Eats people in our restaurant.
Uber Eats? No, we wouldn't go on Uber Eats. Or just eat. They can fuck off.
Yeah, because when you're waiting for your table that you've booked, and then like 6 people with these square-shaped rucksacks come in, it then doesn't feel like a treat, and it doesn't feel like... Because it baffles me how the customer that's right in front of you isn't getting prioritised over the customer that's already paid. There's no more pay potential. They've already paid. Me right in front of you, I'm uncapped potential right now. I could be ordering for a family. I could just be ordering for me. You don't know. But at the minute, there's 6 of these guys on their mopeds and electric bikes with their big cumbersome rucksacks and their helmets that they refuse to take off, even though we have to take all of our headgear off. Oh.
I actually think it's a genius idea. I just dread to think what the startup cost would be.
Yeah.
Astronomical, probably. Astronomical. Especially because I couldn't work in a place like that because I don't like people, really.
I do miss waitressing. It was the quickest shifts I've ever done were the ones on my feet.
I bet you think you miss waitressing, and if you did it again for a week, you'd be like, no, fuck this.
I think I miss...
Night escapade. Grim Witch Bun says, I'm not neuro-spicy, and that sounds great. The screens at Mackey's were a godsend.
Yeah.
Best channel, best chat. You too, dude. Love you. Thank you so much, you wonderful hero, for hanging out. Unqualified chef here. Happy to be shipped over on a working visa.
Yeah.
Business loan, no, because then I owe people money. Don't like that.
I used to love being a waitress because if you had kids at the table, I'd always get down to their level. And if it was, especially when restaurants reinvent the wheel and they call something like sausage and chips like a really restaurant themed name, to be able to say to a small child, that's actually just sausage and chips. Do you like sausage and chips? Shall I get that for you?
Yeah. I'd actually like a place that makes the children's... Do you not find... By the way, like I said, if you're new here, by the way, this happens a lot. We start talking about 40k, we fuck off on a tangent, this is how the show ends. Do you not find quite often as well, when you go into a restaurant, you get the children's menu, right, which is slightly smaller than the adults menu, and there's slightly less options there. Cool, fine. I have no issues with it. And often it's part of a deal of some sort. So you pay for a child's meal and you get a drink and a main course and dessert, and you can add a starter for like £2 more and blah, 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 right? Cool, okay. Why do they make, considering it's a kid's menu, why do they make it so complicated to read and understand?
Oh, that's a good point.
Because like, I say that, actually, clarify, it's not complicated for me or you to understand, but it's very complicated for Ben, who's 7, to understand.
I wish they would take a picture of the meal and put the picture next to, or just the pictures actually. I
would like every...
that one?
Yeah, spicy. I'd like every meal to have a little picture. Boop, boop,
yeah,
boop.
That's what you're getting.
Right?
That's what it's going to look
Especially
like.
for kids.
Yeah.
And I want it to be. I don't want it to be complicated nonsense to work out what they can and can't have.
Because, good example, things like macaroni and cheese. How many of us call it? It's just cheesy pasta.
Cheesy pasta.
Would you like some cheesy pasta? Comes out, there's green stuff all over it, and I'm going, oh, that's really nice. That'll be nice, but now they're going, no, there's green stuff.
That's not the cheese pasta I have at home.
There's nowhere in the description does it say green stuff. So it would be really helpful to have
It's not sausage and chips. It's seasoned pork logs and bolded potatoes.
Oh, do you know what I mean? That's a really like.
Oh, sorry, bladed potatoes.
Stop it.
Bolded potatoes is also good, by the way. Wood-fired seasonal meat lengths and homemade triple-cooked back-flipped cartwheeled fries.
Yeah, there you go.
Skippy says, and this is very true, but then they won't eat the meal because it really doesn't match the picture. Probably true. So you'd have to make it match the picture.
Yeah, you'd have to say to your kitchen staff, it needs to look like the picture. Especially if, say, neuro-spicy was a real restaurant, our target market are the neurodivergent. If it's not how it is on the menu, you are officially a liar. Yeah. So it has to look like the picture. Yeah. If we're going to facilitate
and then what we'll do, we can put cameras in the kitchen that you can log into from your phone when you're sat in the booth, so you can see that, right, I can see for certain that my chef hasn't picked his nose. We wouldn't put the cameras in, that'd be a stupid idea. But yeah, I don't want to see him scratch his ass before he flips my fucking pancake.
I just wish they would really specify, like, even if a kid's menu was just a picture of sausage and mash, and it just said 2 sausages, mashed potato and peas. That'd be helpful.
Just take pictures of the actual food then. Imagine that, Smart Peddler. Imagine living in a world like that. Have you ever seen those like reels and stuff, or like those things that I guess it's just reels really, or TikToks or whatever, where they showcase the way they do advertising in food. Have you seen it? And it's got like a pot of yogurt where they drop a strawberry in and they go, actually it's not yogurt, it's PVA glue.
Yeah.
I'm like,
imagine if your Big
Mac...
Mac...
drop a strawberry in a pot of yogurt...
Imagine if your Big Mac, the way it gets presented to you is how it looks in the advert.
Had a haircut once after getting lots of dirt in my hair years ago after a workday. The woman cutting my hair said, "My God, it's like chewing gum." And I joked, so that's where I left it. Thank you.
Did you then start chewing it afterwards? Yeah. Thanks for the other one, you legend. To the kitchen staff, just make sure you dribble some pasta sauce on the side of the plate like we do at home and stick your thumb in it. Exactly, yeah. Yeah, exactly. And then we'll have a literal packet of dog fur. Well, it's not always dog fur though, is it, Luce? That's the problem. The amount of times I've bitten into something like a homemade burger and gone...
It was my cardigan the other day.
Yeah, it was...
You and James were like, "Mum, where's your hair?" And I said, "My hair's not that short." And I have my really fluffy cardigan on.
Which was in the Millionaire Shortbread.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
like it used the fibres to hold it all together. Latticing at the bottom of that shortbread. Honest to God, chat. Honest to God. Shocking, isn't it? A question about the hoodies. Are they tight-fitting or sloppy? Just asking as I'm going to order one for my good lady, but she's chesty. Which ones, mate? Do you mean on the merch store or the Raven store? Brandon, you fucking beautiful man. Thank you for 5 gifted memberships. What a hero. What a legend. What a guy. What a man.
our prices on our menu for neuro-spicy would not be, for example, $8.99. It would just be £9.
£9. £4. Would banana peel curry be on the menu?
You had that the other day and you liked it.
It was nice.
Yeah.
But there was also meat in it.
Yeah, but you liked the sauce. You even tried the sauce. The day I made it, you tried the sauce that had no meat in it.
Yeah.
And you said, yeah, that's nice.
I did, yeah.
Yeah,
yeah,
Eb, there you go.
Well, I don't understand what the...
Egg on your face.
What's the attack here?
Trying to make fun of my curry.
Turkey dinosaurs, waffle chips, and beans, the best kids meal ever, and I still have it to this day. I haven't had turkey dinosaurs in ages.
Did you ever have turkey Twizzlers?
No, I don't think so. I think we were talking the turkey dinosaur family.
You've never had turkey Twizzlers?
I don't think so, but then you could probably put them in front of me like, oh, we might just call them something different, because you call things weird shit up north.
I think they got banned in schools.
Why?
Probably some nutritional thing when Jamie Oliver did his school dinners.
It got really dead in here. It got really dead here in the office. So yeah, working and all that. Also a bit late to the chewing gum bit, but hey, it's fine. We get it. Would you include the pound sign? Yeah, we would include the pound sign, yes, because they're in pounds. I hate menus. I get really annoyed by menus where they don't have like a pound sign. It just says 11.99. I'm like, we haven't specified a unit of currency. So I'm going to pay you in 11.99 stones.
Here's 11.99 buttons.
Yes, exactly, yeah. You haven't specified a currency, so I assume everything's legal tender here.
I see your 11.99, but what I do have is the longest garden worm I've ever seen in my life.
I've decided to round up from your 11.99.
Right, kids, empty your pockets.
And here is
12 is a free-for-all.
12 whole pubic hairs.
Oh, here's the dinosaur that's been through the washing machine 3 times. Is that okay?
You should not have you should have specified your currency. JB Oliver got them banned. What a dick. I mean, he is, isn't he?
11.99 Pokemon cards. Almost 12 Pokemon cards.
We just ran up to 12. How's your tip?
Here's your tip. The corner of Charmander.
Here's
there
your
you
tip.
go.
A 13th pubic hair.
Thank me later.
Always include the pound sign. Always. How do you get 0.99 buttons? Take a bit off here.
Almost a whole button, obviously.
Liam putting out 11.99 hamsters out of his wallet. What do you mean you don't take small mammals?
Yes, in the spirit of Fallout, here's 11.99 bottle caps.
Oh my lord. Excuse me, I'm so tired. Sorry, chat. Oh my god. On the channel store, on the merch page, I think... Oh, I'd probably size up. I haven't owned... So we're talking about the Lictor hoodies and stuff, chat. Has anybody bought any of the hoodies off the merch page? That either the channel logo ones or the Lictor ones? And what's the size and fit like? Because I don't think I've had one. Did I get Joe one? I might have got Joe one. I can't remember. At this point, I could pay in YouTube crashes. Yeah. Do you accept 11.99 YouTube crashes?
Do you accept armadillos?
Well, but how do you know you've taken 0.1 off? You might be underpaying. Well, then just give him 12 buttons. Jesus. Stop being stingy, Andy. What are you going to use that point?
Remember, we don't assume the tip.
Yeah, we get paid that. We can use that 0.01 button for anyway. So be greedy. Just give him 12 buttons. Fucking hell. This is why you put a pound sign on, chat, by the way. To be clear. Before you put a pound sign on. I like the reindeer ice cream head from the school Christmas dinners. What?
I think I know what you're on about, but I don't think I ever had them in my school dinner.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah, it's like, if it is the one I'm thinking of, it's like a chocolate mousse more than an ice cream.
I used to have Christmas school dinners, and we used to have Christmas dinners in the army, and they're always just the shittest things. So it's just this hyper thin piece of terrible turkey that's drier than a nun's minge.
You shatter my idea of the army every time you come out with one of these stories. I always think that when you're sitting in a ditch and it's British weather, so it's either scorching hot with limited water supply or pouring down and your ditch is just slowly filling up with water, then at least you get good food. And then you come out with stories like this and it just completely... Why would you stay?
Well, I didn't.
The ditch is full of water. The food's shit.
When we were
the
in...
woolly blanket that Gaz mentioned earlier itches all the time.
When we were in El Centro, or Gila Bend, or whichever one was, Gila Bend, when we were in Gila Bend on exercise in America, they had an actual army kitchen up. So tent and all army chefs. That food was banging. It was really good.
Was that on rations?
A lot of the food we had in Afghanistan was really good. It was majority army chefs. The food on camp is fucking dog shit. So when you have your Christmas meal, most of the time it's on camp. And you get these really thin, like, shitty white meat things that they call turkey. And I'm not entirely sure if they are. They call them turkey. Drizzle some watery gravy on top of it. None of the sprouts get eaten. They all get thrown at each other. Dreadful time, honestly. I think my restaurant pet peeve is being served chips in a small bucket to make it look posh. But there's about 12 chips in there. Well, that's why they do it, though, isn't it? They do it to make it look like there's more than there is. Fuckers. Just pour the chips out and throw the bucket at them. Just look at them with an intense stare and say, you're paying in souls. I'm here for it. Yeah. There's so many things. Do you know what, right? I didn't realize you went to Afghan 3 times. I got to a point now where I almost don't enjoy going to restaurants.
Yeah.
Like if you said to me, nowadays, if you said to me, date night, right? Fuck the kids off to your parents. We can either go to a very nice restaurant and have a meal there and some wine, or we can stay at home, and I don't even care if it's just order in. I'd prefer home cooked food because you're good at it. But I would probably not pick the restaurant, despite the fact that I used to be a person who's like, I'd love to go out for a really nice steak and a bottle of wine in a restaurant. Because 2 reasons. There's maybe more than 2 reasons, but first of all, restaurants just fuck it. I'm going to try not to go on a rant here, okay? Restaurants just annoy me now, though. They annoy me. This is why neuro-spicy is an idea, because they annoy me so much, and I don't actually think it's got anything to do with being neuro-spicy. It's just a number of things that irritate me. There's always some obnoxiously loud dickhead in the corner who you keep tuning into. You're like, can you not just use your inside voice? Nowadays, my other big problem is every man and his fucking dickhead dog needs to turn up. So everyone turns up with a dog that wants to bark at everything that walks past. When we went the other Sunday with Brom and Sam, those 2 people turned up with their 2 dogs. They had to bark every time someone walked past. I was like, if you know your dog barks at everything, don't take it to a restaurant where other people are.
Yeah, it was sad that we had Brom's little one and R2 just being kids, but I felt like our table was being stared daggers at, even though the dog table was barking at the waitress and
barking at everything that moved.
Well, our kids were just playing with airplanes, and I think even Brom's little one had.
I don't know why everyone needs to, and why nowadays do people? Sorry to your dad here. Why nowadays does everyone have to buy a dog that they can hold up in? Fuck! It's not a dog; it's a rat at that point, and it doesn't belong in a restaurant. And if you, there's no way I'm sitting her up at the table. I feel like I fucking should. If I sat her up at the table, people are like, "That's a dog. What are you doing?" So why is it okay that you hold it up at the table?
Doing so well. I'm not ranting. Keep going.
Fucking annoys me. And then waitresses and waiters are I feel like it's like a 50-50 whether you just get a good one or a dog shit one. Some are quite good and quite engaging, and they'll give you plenty of time, and some are awful. And it's like there's ones where they're like, your arse has barely hit the seat. Can I get you some drinks? I don't know yet. I haven't looked at your fucking menu. Would you like to fuck off for 5 minutes so I can have a look? And then they'll come back 5 minutes later and they'll take your drinks order. They'll go get your drinks, bring your drinks back. You ready to order food? No, we're having a conversation. I'm supposed to come out so I can relax because I'm not making the food or cooking the food, and you're not making the food. I'm supposed to be chilled here. Give me some time, for Christ's sake. I feel like also, I've never been a waiter, so maybe I'm wrong here, but I feel like also you can look at a table and be like, they're ready.
Yeah.
You've done it, right?
Yeah.
Surely you could look at a table and be like, they're still reading the menu. I'm not going to approach them, or they're just chatting now. They're probably ready.
Yeah.
So if you're just knock something over. If you're head deep in a menu reading, right, and someone comes over, then I mean, still reading. No, I'm not ready. Fuck off again. But obviously they're trying to churn tables through as fast as they possibly can, because the more people they get through, the more money they make, obviously. And if you're sat there at a table for that's the other thing, booking a table nowadays, 9 times out of 10 you have to do it online. Okay, fine. That doesn't massively annoy me, because half the time when you phone someone up, you can't hear them over a terrible line anyway. So you book a table, it's like you've got an hour and 30 minute slot. No, I don't.
Yeah, I always think, I think we would be done by then, but now you've put a time on it. I don't know.
I mean, nowadays, if we've got a 90-minute slot, I purposely try and sit there for 2 hours. It fucking grips me. You've got 90 minutes to get your food in you. Like, well, what? Hang on. Let's say I'm coming out for a nice meal because it is a night off and we haven't got the kids. Maybe I do want to share a bottle of wine. Maybe I want a starter. Maybe I want a main course. Maybe I want a dessert. Maybe I want coffee and cheeses afterwards. I'm not doing that in 90 minutes. That's rapid fire, that. That's so quick. I don't want to be doing that. I want more time. I don't want to have a bit where you're like, get out my restaurant because I've got to get the next set of people in. Even more so when that 90 minutes ends at like 9:30 at night. Like, who's coming in to order food then? No one that's going to be a friend of the chef's.
Yeah, someone.
We now get waitresses and waiters who are trying their hardest to lift plates off the table before you're even finished. And one person's still eating in the corner, and all the fucking plates around them just disappearing. Like, fucking hell, I better hurry up. That pisses me off. Every dessert that comes out looks like something's just been put in a microwave. That pisses me off. And then the fucking tip thing as well. Whoa.
Yeah, the tip, really. Especially if they're now saying, oh, we've got the QR code system now, so just order through that. It asks you to tip before you've even got your food. What are you tipping? You've had no waiting service because you're ordering on your phone.
It's when they apply an automatic tip that fucking grips me. Really annoys me. They print out the receipt and they put it in that little thing and they hand it to you, and that's and you're like, I've already got my card out, you know how I'm paying. And you open it up, you look at it, and you're like, and there's already a tip added. You're like, you can fucking take that off. Do
you say take that off?
Well, no, because British people are too awkward for it normally, aren't they? No, I know you're not. No.
I will quite happily go up to the waitress and go, what exactly am I tipping?
It's just not. I don't. And
the best advice I got when I was a waitress was from my boss at the time, and he said, being tipped is a privilege. It is not part of, and it shouldn't affect your service.
I also understand, for those of you that are out there, chat, that it is different in the US. I get it, that people in the US, I don't know if it's still the same, but the last I'd heard is a lot of service staff in the US get underpaid significantly and they rely on tipping, and then the food is cheaper and the tip is what, I don't know how true that still is, but if you as a waiter or waitress, right, have taken my order, brought me my drinks, my food, cleared my plates away, that's your job.
Yeah.
That's what you get paid for.
Yeah.
You haven't gone above and beyond.
If you have engaged the kids and actually helped them through the menu, because you know what kids are like, I'll do it, and then all they see is words, there's no pictures, and the waitress has gotten down to their level and actually talked them through this really fancy bit here, it just means sausage and chips. Little bits like that, for me, is now tip worthy.
Yeah, but I've also had waiters. We've had waiters and waitresses who are literally perfect. They you don't feel like you're pressured. They almost definitely have that sense of they're ready to order. They only come over and you're like, yeah, I was ready for you to come over now. That's perfect. They engage. They're funny. They go above and beyond to help you. They make sure like those ones are fine. And you like, I feel like some waiters and waitresses just think, ask them a million questions. We've gone above and beyond. No, you haven't. You just annoyed me at that point.
Yeah.
That's not the right balance. You've not been engaging. So you know, it's not. I'm not saying it's the easiest job in the world to do necessarily, because some customers out there specifically are arseholes. But tipping pisses me off. Do you know what really pisses me off as well nowadays? What really fucking annoys me is when you order something on like Just Eat or Uber Eats or something like that, and you order it, you put your order in, and then first of all they go, there's a 15 pence carrier bag charge.
How else is it getting to me then?
Yeah. No, fuck it. Cancel. Bring it in your hands.
Is your chef going to get the biggest spatula he owns just to flip it all the way?
Right. So that fucking annoys me straight away. A 15 pence fucking carrier bag charge. Right. That annoys me straight away. And then they add a service charge. A service charge. Why are you charging me for a service you've offered? Why are you charging me a service charge to put food in a bag for some twat on a bike with a fucking cool bag on the back, which is basically what it is? Why do I pay? Like, if you don't want to, if you don't offer me the service, and then the worst part about it is on those apps is they go, would you like to tip your driver? No, I haven't got my food yet. and I sit there with this real like weird moment of I'm like, if I go no tip, is he going to fucking not give me all my food? Is he going to go, he's like, tip me? Well, fuck you, dickhead, it's going in a river. That annoys me. Like, you haven't bought it to me. Mate, I think it's Just Eat. So you can say not Just Eat, Uber Eats. You can say maybe later. So that encourages the driver. Then don't throw it in the river because you might get a tip. It fucking really annoys me though. Tip before you put your order in. At this point, the kitchen hasn't even started making it, and 9 times out of 10 these are like fast food chains as well. Like, why am I tipping a driver who's taking a delivery from fucking KFC? No! Oh, it annoys the shit out of me.
This was some of the reasons that pushed me into proper home cooking. Just for the whole, I am not being strong-armed into tipping. It is not our culture. I'm not doing it. And especially, the tip has to be at least 20%. What?
Yeah. There was a thing I saw the other day, which was in dollars, so it was America or Canada, I think. And it was like, this is how you tip. Take your price. It was like $110 or something was the meal cost. Move the decimal place 1, so it goes to like $11. Times it by 3.
3.
Add it onto the. I'm like, 30% tip.
That's another meal. That's crazy.
Yeah.
But it did push me into cooking, because then when the boy said, "Mum, can we have pizza, please?" Yes, I can make that. Give me an hour.
Well, it's just, you know, the biggest thing that annoys me at restaurants really is other people. Because people, there's no manners or courtesy anymore anyway. As a nation, we were once known for our manners and our good manners and good behaviour. It doesn't fucking exist anymore. Everyone's loud, obnoxious, on their phones all the time, dogs at the table. It's just not kids being noisy. No kids are under control. It's fucking. I'm not relaxed. I'd rather be at home.
When I was young, if I was ever taken out for a meal, it was a real treat, and it was like best behaviour. Not to say that kids aren't allowed to be kids, but I think because we do have things like tablets and phones and interactive games, that when kids genuinely play at the table, that's seen as a nuisance now.
Yeah.
And when they're just playing aeroplanes or they're running a train along the table, now it seems really irritating. But just 30 years ago, when I was taken to the pub, that would have been bring your toys because you're sitting there quietly. Yeah. And it was a real treat to be taken out for food.
Smoke for Brain just say, tip the waitress if she has a cabbage I can ski down.
Cabbage. Cleavage.
Oh, it says, I saw the B and I thought he said cabbage, and I was like,
cleavage,
I don't understand. Anyway, there we go. Good.
Does he like cabbage?
You caught the L, I caught the B. The cleavage. Great. Okay. People say I tipped her. But sometimes I do. So we went to, on the Saturday night of Beachhead, the team and I went to TGI Fridays, right? Which isn't a fancy restaurant necessarily, and nor is it an independent place and whatever. And there was 7 of us in total. So it was me, Tom, Joe, Paddy, Ballon, Dan, Lee. There were 7 of us, right? And we were a fucking pain in the arse. 7 blokes on a night out with beer. Like, that poor waitress, Jesus fucking Christ, she got our steps in. And every time she brings something over, someone else was like, oh, can I have another beer? So she fuck off. She obviously didn't do that, but she fuck off. She get another beer. She come back. She get back. She's like, right, there's your beer. And then Joe like, oh, can I have a cider? She's like, oh, for fuck. Which again, her body language. But they fucking thrashed her for the night, right? They really, really thrashed her for the night. At the end of the night, I gave her
As the clock strikes 22 and my shift ends, let me quietly say what I imagine the Pope says when his shift ends: I'm fucking free.
I'm sure he does. So at the end of that night, I tipped her reasonably well. I mean, when I say reasonably well, it was probably less than 10%. Maybe it was about 10%. But 10% on 7 people eating multiple courses and drinks and TGI Fridays is quite a lot, if you think about it. And she was brilliant with us. And she just went to the bar every time, and she went and got it. And like Balin ordered enough food to feed a fucking small village, and there was one dish they'd forgotten, and I can't remember what it was. His starter, and when they brought out his main course with his 3 sides, he ordered the biggest mixed grill that Fridays do, as well as cauliflower cheese and something else, a fucking macaroni and something else.
Oh
and
my
he was still
God.
like, I haven't had my starter. She was like, fuck. And, like, honestly, I think he didn't need to eat for the rest of the week. Right, he would have done a Triceratops shit from Jurassic Park the next day, and off she went and got. She was fucking fantastic in seriousness, and I gave her, I think 20 quid was the tip we gave her at the end of the night, right? And the bill was like 200 and something quid, 230 quid, because there's 7 of us eating and drinking, okay? And she nearly fucking cried. She was like, all for me. I was like, yeah, you've done all the work. She's like, I was like, but you've been great tonight. Like literally was because I felt sorry for the poor girl, because I felt like we were the arseholes of that situation. Because if I'm going to ask for a beer, don't wait till she gets back before someone asks for a cider, and then don't wait till she gets back before someone asks for a Coke. Like, can we not just all put the order in at the same time so she could do one run to the bar and back? But yeah, tips Weatherspoon's workers, pass it on. You can fuck off. I tip really good, but I never eat out, so solve that problem. Fair. Johan, I'm glad you finished work, dude. Anyway, we're at the end of the night. We are not quite at the end of the night because someone's not ready.
I just wanted to.
But anyway, yeah, nowadays I think I would rather just have a takeaway. Actually, what I would rather do, this isn't sexist, all right? What I would rather do is have a Lucy home-cooked meal.
Ah.
I genuinely would.
What did we have on date night? What did I cook you this time? For
Oh
date
my
night?
God, it was the pasta and
mackerel pasta and Eton mess.
Fuck me, I hoovered that down.
Ah.
But it's just everything's so fucking expensive.
Yeah.
Eating out or takeaways, you never feel good. Maybe this is just me, team. You never feel good after a takeaway.
No, I haven't for a very long time, and now I know why, so I try and avoid it when I can.
A succulent Chinese meal is quite literally my most favourite thing in the world.
But spoon theory is a real thing, and when I'm genuinely exhausted on the verge of tears, I will order in because I need to feed the boys.
Yeah.
When I just don't have the
I love
minerals in me to do it.
I can eat you see me fucking. I'll pack a Chinese away, and then an hour later I'll feel like shit, and I'll be gagging for water because there's so much salt in it.
Yeah.
But it's so expensive now. I feel like the quality's got worse, the price has gone up.
Liam gave me just the tip once. Great service.
Just the tip. That's all you needed. You'll get me on a fucking register, you will. Ash. Thank you for the 2 though, dude. What a legend. We ready now? Have you got it? You found one? Okay, so we have reached that point in the show that all 137 of you have been waiting for. It's time for Loose Fact, which signifies the end of the show. We didn't get to 150. You don't get a giveaway. It's your own fucking fault. Here we go.
Men having babies later on are far more likely to produce girls.
That sounds like nonsense.
No, it's true. That one is actually true.
Dude, that's not the game, is it?
I love this fact. I did hear another fact, and I thought it was nonsense-worthy, but that was a real fact as well, which made me Google this. Based off that, I thought, I wonder.
It's not really the point of Loose Fact. You're like, no, it's definitely true.
It's definitely true. But I think chat would already know that.
We need some more facts that are a bit more spurious.
We've gone through all the terrible ones. We're
No, I
now
don't
just
think we
on
have.
to
You
just
have-
fact now.
You have Google in front of you. So you can always find a fact that's definitely bollocks.
I like this one.
People aren't sure on it though. People are saying it's not true. Ash says men don't have babies, Luce. That's a woman.
Well done, Ash. But we can't have the babies without the sperm, so...
How could that be true? How does that work? Exactly, Andy. I think it sounds like nonsense.
Not meaning that in a cancel me way.
I'll cancel him. Men are 0% likely to have babies. That's right, Fez. Chat have really latched on to the fact that you said men are having babies. ChatGPT confirmed Luce they're also high risk for autism. Well, you know, I don't know how we had ours so long though.
Oh, I didn't know that bit. I love that bit.
If men want to have babies, they can. Look, before we start fucking quoting the Monty Python sketch, I feel like we should stop because we'll get me cancelled. My wife is pregnant for our third now, and we want it to be a surprise, but a second girl would be so expensive. Women are expensive in every stage of life. I've learnt that. Back to work. Back to work, Magic Spurs. No one gave him a membership either. Selfish fuckers. All of you. How dare you? Next time you think about eating out, having a takeaway, after our conversation, say, no! I'm going to gift to Liam and Luce instead. That's what you should do. But thank you so much anyway for your wonderful support. You beautiful human beings tonight. 122 members is no small feat. Thank you so much. You're amazing. We are back tomorrow. We've got the Liam and Joe show avec, I think, Tom at 1:30, and we have another live game of 40k at 7:30. It is new Emperor's Children versus relatively new Eldar. So bad sperm makes girls. That makes more sense now. Now I agree with it.
So is that why?
Because you're all fucking damaged.
Because we're waiting longer to start families, is that why the autism and ADHD statistic is much higher in this generation? Because we've all waited much longer? Is that why? Is that a thing?
I don't know. Not sure. Maybe. Well, we did it young. Look, Luce, we did it young. We did it young as hell. And ours are artistic as fuck. It doesn't work. All right?
At least we know it had nothing to do with me eating the brie.
But no, well, I mean, it might be. Thank you so much, Morty, for the one gifted. You're a legend. And every man that says they didn't have to pay for sex is a lie. 100% absolutely accurate, Eric. Anyway, so yeah, we've got the Liam and Joe show tomorrow. We've got a live game in the evening. Eldar versus Emperor's Children. So look forward to that. I'll be bringing the Eldar War host. And then on Friday, we'll come back at 8:30 with 40k After Dark. Warhammer After Dark, whatever you want to call it. We'll drink and chat literal more nonsense. I'd like some random topics from Thanes for Friday, if you're into it, if you want to be involved. Thank you, you wonderful humans, for hanging out with us today. Hopefully, we will see you all tomorrow. Anything you want to say, Luce? Before we go.
Best chat.
Best chat.
Not a cult.
I am. Oh, no, cult. Best chat. Hopefully, we'll see you tomorrow at 13:30 for the Liam and Joe show. If not, we'll see you in the next one.